Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Japan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Not the most accurate pass. Just eases him off the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. And he's whipped it across. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's very neat. Space for him to turn and look. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's this guy, De Ketelaere, who'll be providing the creative spark here, Peter. He's more than capable of finishing moves off as well, so don't be surprised to see his name on the score sheet come the final whistle.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Thuram has the space to scheme. Now, can they get him away? Cross needs to be good. Cleared away. Oh, he's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gyökeres. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. He's on it. Can he get away? If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. De Ketelaere. Gusto. And Cherki. Now it's Thuram. Played out wide. Haaland. Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Nuno Mendes gets it away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's managed to get rid. Haaland. And it's Gusto. Grimaldo. Lovely feet. No, we always look the favourite there. Schlotterbeck can clear it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's quick to return it. Grimaldo goes back to front. Shoots! It's there!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That has ended up in no man's land. Cherky. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Solot gets on his bike and on the move. All perfectly measured. And the shot! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Vicario with the clearance. Bruno Fernandes. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Grimaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Solot.
That's good play from him.
No, he's not getting any further than that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chouameni. Japan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Gyökeres. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Timber. And Mendes. Oh, that's well spotted. Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Yildiz. De Ketelaere. Japan have it back and can go again.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Gyökeres with 2 goals already to his name. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Back where it came from. Oh, well played, well played. And he can thump it away. Chouameni. Partey did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Solot. Oh, super find. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's had a shot! Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. De Ketelaere.
Oh, really well played.
That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Grimaldo. Looks across and plays it in. Timber getting this one clear. Has a look up and delivers. It is a corner. This their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Stood up well to him there. Spread out to the left. Havertz gets into a good position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rice nicked it back promptly. That's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. And they've got rid. Haaland. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Nuno Mendes with... Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. Back to within one. Interesting. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Gusto making good progress on the right-hand side. Alvarez. No way through. And they can counter here. And here's Bellingham.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's picked his way through. Alvarez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's run loose here. Chouameni. Alvarez. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Well, that has not gone well. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this guy Scalvini will be the one his teammates look to when the going gets tough here. He's been surprisingly mature and intelligent from such an early age, and he just reads the game brilliantly and often breaks the lines with his passing from the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Can he get onto this? That's very neat. Rudiger. Partey. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. Yildiz with the impressive jump. It's in! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Grimaldo. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's a shade optimistic. And the counter is on. Surlot. Grimaldo gets across to intercept that. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Timber threads one in. Bruno Fernandes is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's been shifted off it. Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Now this could be a chance. Japan are looking to go forward now. Grimaldo venturing down the left. Haaland.
Vietnam really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Heading backwards.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Just too much on that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Japan have reclaimed it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they can break here. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. Cherki. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Haaland. Back they go. And it's Chouameni. Now, can they get him all? And a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Haaland does really well there. He is strong. That is ended up in no man's land. Yildiz receives it in a good position. Great chance! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. Scalvini. Back where it came from. And that is well cleared. And that has put paid to that. Gusto. Yildiz. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now Timber. Looking to play him in. Great vision. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. That's destined for the flank. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Grimaldo wins the duel this. And it's half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good progress on the left. Partey. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gyökeres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam have their third corner. And he's there to clear it. Here comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. In again.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bit too much weight on the pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's not an especially good pass, that. Grimaldo. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's bustling. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk. And it's Partey. Yildiz, who has set up 2 goals. Closing in on goal. There's the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Knocks it into space. Plays it in low. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Thuram. Yildiz. Solot is onto this. Now it's Thuram. And he's intervened well there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Shot. Goes for a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland! Aimed beyond the defence. Skims one in. And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Oh, good effort! Mendes gets it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Gusto cuts out the pass.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Musiala. He's having a shot! Japan have their second corner now. Bellingham getting this one. Can he finish? Vietnam have... Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Played out wide, and it's Grimaldo. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. He's rising against the crossbar, and another try.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Looking to play him in. Hangs towering header. Sensational from Haaland. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Japan are in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong...
Gyökeres! He doesn't look too happy with that. And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into... There's the shot! It's a loose ball. And he's got his cross in. And that has been knocked clear. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bruno Fernandes. Cherki. Cherki. He is through here. And De Ketelaere. Japan currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Timber. Surlot. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, shooting chance! And that's another fine save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Grimaldo with the clearance. Van Dijk. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rudiger makes the interception. Nuno Mendes. He has found the way through. Threads one in. And it's Mendes. And he's managed to get free. Chouameni getting this one clear. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cherki. Bruno Fernandes. That'll be a throw-in. Timber. It's going to be another throw. And it's Timber. Nicely weighted ball. Elects to cross. Corner number 2 then. a header! Oh, good finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Partey. Oh, such a clever touch. Takes a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Japan have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Haaland is herring after that one. Chouameni. Gusto. Chouameni. Grimaldo getting forward. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gusto could move up a gear here. Cherki. Japan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Yildiz. Nuno Mendes. Just eases him off the ball. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. Space for him to turn and look. And across it goes. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Japan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And that's the second half started. Schlotterbeck. And it's Timber. Partey. Oh, it's come loose. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cherki short changes him with that pass. And here's Yildiz. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy. You lucky, lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Van Dijk looking understandably energised after his goal. Schlotterbeck. Oh, that's delightful. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, look at the space here. And they've been given a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, great leap! And now they can spring out of defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Partey. And here's Surlot. Eder Militao, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that is a little undercooked. Haaland opts for safety. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Looking for options for movement. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gusto. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. He's in a good... And the finish! Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's...
Oh no, this does not look good. Let's come backwards here. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's under a lot of pressure there. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Stood up well to him there. Ambitious ball here. He's on it. Can he get away? Japan have their second corner now. Early ball out from the back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, a delicate chip through. Decent chance! And he hits the net. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Bellingham might just make this. Grimaldo. Locatelli. Japan are looking to break at pace. Now, can they get him away? Rice. Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Havertz. Great ball. Tries a shot! Oh, what a mistake! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Haaland. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rudiger gets it away. Schlotterbeck. Eder Militao. And that's it. Japan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. And he lines up a cross. Oh, nice touch. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. No, he's had it taken off him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Timber. Nuno Mendes. Japan still without a single shot on target. And he's in on shapes to shoot! And he's done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's a good run down the left. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bruno Fernandes, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chouameni. Japan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cherki, there's the shot! And that should get the job done.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gyökeres. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Bruno Fernandes. This might... Big chance! And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth. And a shot! Thuram. That's a pretty loose pass. And it's Soboslai. And here's Surlot. Cherky. And he's forced to go back. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gyökeres. Nuno Mendes. Gyökeres providing an outlet on that flank. That's going to go a long way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Back where it came from. And he can thump it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so the action is resumed. Nuno Mendes. Gyökeres. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. De Ketelaere. Haaland. Thuram. And he is dashing. Shoots! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's a really well-measured ball. Bruno Fernandes. And Cherky. That's an imaginative pass. Gyökeres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. De Ketelaere. Showing good feet. Nicely spread. Driven in. Oh, he's been flattened there.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Rice. Cherky wins the duel this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland demonstrating his defensive quality there. Thuram under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Timber. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rice. Gusto. Partey proves too strong. He's found a way past. He's got away. Takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. This their second corner of the game. And it's on the finish! Gusto clears without hesitation. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Haaland. Havertz is onto this. And he's in! Must be! Opts to play it back. Rudiger. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland picks it up out wide. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Grimaldo looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Towering header! Well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. One delightful ball and the rest was simple.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Japan now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Is there any support? He might not need it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Sanchez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's there to belt it away. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Havertz does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well played, well played. Gusto with the clearance. Chouameni Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Thuram looking to add to his goal. Mbappe looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Thuram! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Cherki. Eder Militao. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He'll try from distance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short, and it's Grimaldo. And he's picked it up out wide. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yildiz. So it is still 0-0. Partey. And here's Surlot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gyökeres, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a key interception. Eder Militao. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rice does really well to win the ball there. And they can counter here. Rice. De Ketelaere.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And Grimaldo. Played towards the other side. Gusto. And Cherki. Cherki. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hoisted in. Ederson claims it without any fuss. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's come loose.
Might want to be careful there.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's Partey. Now it's Sol. He's had a shot! It's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Bruno Fernandes. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Surlot. Rice. Cherki. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Good ball, good take. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Thuram. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Haaland, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Great chance! Goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Japan have got it back, and they'll have another go. He's in plenty of space here. Cherky gets into a good position. That's going to go a long way. Yildiz producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Schlotterbeck.
That's good play from him.
Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Terrific effort! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Bruno Fernandes. Japan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. This is the time you need that pace.
Cherky. Thuram being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Aimed beyond the defence. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gusto. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Ederson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, can he get onto this? And the through ball. Now it's Haaland. Szoboszlai.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Haaland. Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Partey. He might have to go it alone here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Szoboszlai. Good shoots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And the pass is intercepted. And that is out of play. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Grimaldo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. Into extra time we go. Szoboszlai. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Japan have their second corner now. Szoboszlai plays it short. Chance to deliver. Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And how did he not put that away?
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Szoboszlai goes short. Gusto puts a cross in. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Tries a shot! Vietnam are looking to go forward now. No, he's not getting his way this time. Spread out to the left. Alvarez. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Szoboszlai, and the counter is on. And that has left him in a heap. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Havertz. It's a goal kick. Alvarez gets on his bike and on the move. Szoboszlai. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Mbappe. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So neither side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Now it's Thuram. Alvarez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chouameni. And it's Szoboszlai. Alvarez. And it's Grimaldo. Now it's Szoboszlai. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The pass has gone astray. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Somos chance! And he's there to get it away. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. This... Oh, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. All hands on deck for this one. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has been cleared.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Desperate defending required here. And a header! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Nice looking ball. Corner it is.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Szoboszlai with the short one. Driven in. Getting up there! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Looking for options for movement. And back to the keeper they go. And he was quick to react. Now it's Alvarez. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. So spot kicks imminent. Which way will he go? And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Bellingham is the next man in the spotlight. And he makes it 1 each. And he duly obliges. Grimaldo, second in line for them. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Haaland is the second man to step up for his team. And he puts it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This for parity. Oh, Cooley does it.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Soboslai is third in line. No! Denied remarkably! Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Oh, great save! That is a great save! Japan on the verge. He's done it! Feel the relief! Japan have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Japan probably deserved that on the overall balance of things, Peter. They always seemed more comfortable, more focused. They weren't fazed by the prospect of penalties. I would say a job well done.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.